Hello everybody and welcome back. Today we're going to be starting our NHL 20 franchise mode. So today's video is just going to be the startup, making the roster, the lineup, and setting the minor league and everything. So I was trying to decide what team I wanted to do the franchise with the rebuild, and it really came down to LA, Ottawa, or Detroit. I know Detroit only has like 9-10 wins, something like that, but Ottawa has the lowest team rating in the game. They're like 82 and 74 or something. So I even still don't know right now. If I can see, no, I can't even see Ottawa. So I think I'm just going to roll ahead with Ottawa, and we're going to try and turn them into a winning team. We're going to keep owner mode on, head coach edit lines off. I think I'm going to turn Fog of War off, just because once a player gets to the NHL, AHL, you kind of know what you're getting. But if that's something you guys want to turn on, I'll be more than happy to turn it on. Player morale, CPU, and that looks good. We're going to go into rules and settings. Quick settings. 5 minutes, fantasy drafts off, auto save. We're going to turn auto save off. Trade difficulty on hard. And then advanced settings. I think all this is good. I'm actually going to turn the injury sliders down to like 44, because I've played this and I've seen other videos where the injuries are just way too many. So I'm going to turn those down, just so there's still injuries, but our whole team isn't on the injured or injury report. And then we're going to start, keep it on. So I'm not sure how I want to do this. Obviously the goal is to rebuild, but we kind of want to win now. But at the same time, it would probably be more beneficial to just let the team play, evaluate what we need, and hope for a good draft pick. This is the most recent roster, so Taylor Hall is now on the Coyotes, that kind of thing. So like I said, today is just going to be we'll probably sim through the preseason, just get to the regular season, but we've got to set the lines first. Edit lines. Keep off. So right now, scratch, we have Paul and Logan, or Paul and Brown. Logan, Paul. Let's see what I did there. So we've got 2 scratch centers. I'm probably going to send them down because they're both younger guys. Kind of want to let them develop. As long as they're not on waivers, that'd be unfortunate. Sabourin, Brady Tkachuk, Nelson. Go to roster moves. So in the system. So we're going to go to the lines. We never looked at the defense. Yeah, so now I can go to roster moves. So I think players I'm sending down. Oh, not Chabot. I think we're going to be sending down these three. And calling up. Going to be calling up Ennis. Borowiecki, I think it is. And probably Marian Gaborik or Jaden Schwartz, just because they're older and they don't really need to develop. Probably call up Gaborik. No waivers, yeah, so we can do that. Or also in the preseason, so there wouldn't be. Goalies, Joey Dackard. So, edit lines. So, I don't think the players we called up need to play. We might put Sabourin in for Ennis. Just because it's a 3 overall. Difference. And defense, Borowiecki's going to get in there. So I want Hainsey, then Tamello. So that line doesn't have... See, because I want Brandstrom to have chemistry, just because of his potential. But that line just isn't gonna... That -3 isn't gonna benefit anybody. So first line, right, center, left. Why do all these teams have a lot more right wingers than left wingers? So we might just roll with these lines. Quite honestly, go with Tkachuk, White, Brown, Bodker, Peugeot, Duclair, Nemestikov, Tierney, Ryan, Ennis, Anisimov, and Callahan. Just because it's, I don't know, this isn't really my team yet. It's probably going to look different next year. Maybe even by the end of this year, it'll look pretty different. Colin White, top 6. I really kind of want Brandstrom on the second line. I think Ron Hainsey's just screwing with the lines. I think it's him, I don't know. So, or do we have any defensemen scratched? We don't, so we can call up a defenseman. Best lines for now. And the defenseman we're going to call up is going to be LaJoie, or LaJoie. I mean, we're over the allowable player limit. Oh, this Holberg's up. So, best lines. That's better. You know, I like these lines better. Because I want Brandstrom because of his age and potential to get more ice time and chemistry. And I don't want a line to be -3. And Hainsey's just the one that's gotta go. Offense or shooting. They have the same shooting. But we'll put LaJoie over on the left, or the right, excuse me. And then special teams, power play. Peugeot, White. Probably put Duclair on the first line. Then or Bobby Ryan. Yeah, we'll put Bobby Ryan, Peugeot, Duclair, Chabot, Kachuk, Namestnikov, Tierney, Brown. Tierney's got better face-offs. We'll leave Brandstrom just because he's offensive defenseman. We'll leave that power play line for now. Four-man. I'm just gonna put a defenseman here. But Zaitsev. They even got two. Kachuk. No, I'll leave it like that. Vladislav Namestnikov, DeMello, and LaJoie. No, I'm not gonna do that. Nope. Brandstrom. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, when we're just gonna roll like that. Penalty kill, Tierney and Anisimov. Sure. And then not Tierney. Colin White. Yeah, that'll work. I'm not too worried about the lines this year, just because The team is going to get better next year in the off season. Hopefully we'll get a good pick and we can get somebody that'll help the franchise out. First line, I want Peugeot, Kachuk, White, Brown. I actually want Brandstrom here, and then DeMello. Yeah, and we'll roll like that. 3-on-3. Peugeot, Kachuk, Chabot. Again, Brandstrom. Brown, Tierney, yep. Extra attacker, Chabot, Kachuk. Shootout, Peugeot. I want Bodker for Kachuk. Duclair. Yeah, we'll do that. And then goaltending, just like that, it's fine. And scratched, we'll have Sabourin, Gaborik, and Hainsey on the bench for injuries. Now let's do the AHL lineup. Now who's benched here? Bowden. Basically the AHL is just going to go by potential. And I know one player I already want is Lassie Thompson in the lineup. See, Golubuff's the oldest, so I think he is. I didn't look up here. Yeah, Golubuff's the oldest, so he's out. Lassie Thompson's in. I think for some reason he can't play in juniors or wherever it is. Yeah, we'll do that, and then yeah, just like that. And Lassie Thompson will be second line. Frank Corrado. Then everybody's on their preferred side. Starts bottom six. Verno. Jaden Suarez. Norris. Who's this Josh Norris kid? Andrew starts. There wasn't really anybody or any forward scratched that I was looking at, just this Bowden guy. He was the only one, but I guess we don't really have space for him. So what I want here, that line will work. Kind of want Verno up here though. And then Abramov over here. And Klimchuk, Suarez. And Norris has better face-offs. So that's kind of the lines I want. Bouchers, Batherson, Foreman, Abramov, I think it's Chalapik, Verno, Klimchuk, Brown, Suarez, Paul, Norris, and Sturts. Special teams. Can put Verno on that first line. Brown. It's got better face-offs. I guess never mind. If it gives chemistry, we'll roll with that. Vitaly Abramov. Kind of want to put you in there, and we can. That works out. Four-man. No, we're gonna put Verno. See if we can get some chemistry. Chalapik. Then first line Yaros. Never mind. England. Do you work? No. Percy, do you work? Yes. Then Klimchuk, don't want you, because I want a defenseman. Lassie Thompson will work, and Yaros. See if Yaros will go. He doesn't. Corrado. we might just put a forward here. Who is here? Bouchers? Rudolph's Bouchers, yeah. If the chemistry's not good. Let's try Abramov again. Alright, so that's what we're gonna go with. 5, yeah, we can roll with that. Bernal, Paul. I guess that works. And for 3-man PK, I'll just leave it. Hopefully we won't need it. 4-on-4. Chalopik. Actually, I want Batherson, Formenton. Chalopik, Belchers. Instead of Klimchuk, I want Abramov. I like this kid. This is Vitaly Abramov. 3-on-3, Chalopik, Formenton, and again, instead of Klimchuk, I want Abramov. And then instead of Frank Corrado, you know the drill, Lassie Thompson. Extra attacker, put a defenseman, probably be Wolainen. Shootout, Chalopik, Formenton, Klimchuk, Batherson, and again, just because Vitaly Abramov for Drake Batherson. No, right there. Then goaltending, Hoberg. And Joey Dackard's going to be on the bench, unfortunately, because I want Gustafsson in because he's got that medium starter. Of course, Hoberg is fringe starter, but he's 71 overall, and that's 4 better, so we'll roll with that. Now that the lineups are set, we're going to be setting captaincy for AHL and NHL. Batherson, Chalopik, that'll work. And Wolainen. Only thing I'm thinking of is I don't want the captains in the AHL to be somebody. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but I don't really want them to be somebody that I'll get called up. I mean, Batherson, Chalopik, and Wolainen are all probably going to get called up at some time soon or some point. But that doesn't really matter. NHL. Let's see here. Captains and jerseys. Peugeot. Hainsey. Hainsey won't be an assistant or an alternate because he's on the bench. We'll make Borowiecki. Peugeot and Kachuk, but not Borowiecki. Make it Chabot and Kachuk. We're not going to have a captain this year. We're going to wait till next year to give the team some structure, get a little better idea of what we need, where we're going. Now the next thing, let's just take a look at some expiring contracts. People will need to re-sign. Peugeot, Bodker, Duclair, Nemesnikov, DeMello, Hainsey. So we got a lot of players that we're going to have to re-sign. In the system, no real big prospects. Well, this Sogard guy actually doing something. Might be something. Oh yeah, Mads. Yeah, he's like 6'7". Yeah, 6'7". So there is a theory going around that taller goalies play better in the game. So hopefully this kid will turn into something. But again, we'll keep looking forward in the draft and stuff. See, owner goals, 13 sellouts, beat the Maple Leafs in our first meeting, upgrade the team store, and upgrade parking. So we might just do that now. Operations budget, arena operations, to add some cash there, put it all there for, so I find I use that mostly, or the most out of all of them during the season. Upgrade and maintain, let's go ahead and upgrade that right now, and do that right now. And just like that, we did 2 owner goals. Let's repair these bathrooms and get out of here. Set prices. I think I'm just going to auto assign all. Yep, auto assign all and give it some time. Nope, not exit to main menu. Promotions. Again, our first meeting, let's do t-shirt giveaway. First meeting with the Maple Leafs, that's gotta be one. LA Kings, we'll do a hat. December 23rd, we'll do a Brandstrom bobblehead. January 31st against the Caps, do a Kachuk bobblehead. February, it's Toronto, puck. In our last game, we can't, I'll just go put some money on there, because we completed some owner goals. So operations budget, put a little more cash, and I don't even think that's enough to get one, so we'll just do that later. Trade block, Tyler Ennis, surplus, so we can just leave this. Picks we want all picks every round. And players 17 to like 29, maybe 3.5 star. Same thing with defense, 17 but to 30. And we're not really looking for goalies right now, because we've got 2 coming up through the minors, Mad Sogard and Philip Gustafson, that we're hoping will turn into something, and we can also draft some. Players, we put Bodker on the block, and Anisimov. View draft class. Of course, Alexis Lafreniere is in this one. Lafreniere. Hopefully, we'll be able to get him. Jesper Karlsson. I think that's a custom player that EA puts in the game now. I'm not sure. Hopefully, we'll be able to get one of these studs here in the draft. I think that's about it. We're just gonna sim through the preseason here. Oh, so our season opener. So we need to win our season opener is basically what it comes down to. Yeah, I'll do that later. decline these trades. Nothing against Toronto. They should count that one as our first meeting. Alright, so we just simmed through. First meeting against Toronto is our season opener, and that is one of our goals by the owner, is to beat the Toronto team, Toronto Maple Leafs, in our first meeting. And then we got to sell out 13 games. Let's see if we have enough for a promotion. We might have enough, actually, for one more late season. Toronto. Nope, we don't. So what I'm gonna do is take that money out of promotions and move it to arena operations. So that's about it for this first episode of the new Ottawa Senators career mode. We're just getting into the season. We just set it up. Here's gonna be our starting lineup for Game 1 of the new year. Definitely subject to change with injuries, performance, player movement, things like that. We're gonna put Anderson's gonna be our starter, just because he's better overall. Like I said, that's about it. We're gonna get into the regular season simulation in the next episode, so stay tuned for that. I'm going to be uploading this pretty soon, and there will also be a new upload on my NASCAR YouTube, JA Diecast, so go check that out, support that channel. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.